What's up everyone? Brandon with GrizzlyWorks RC, and in this video have another unboxing. This time it is of the SCX24 Dodge Power Wagon. It just came out. Actually just picked it up today from a local hobby store, and was lucky that they held one for me. So go ahead and get into unboxing it. Unboxed quite a few SCX24s here, but this one is a little bit different. It has some different parts on it that are hopefully going to be a little bit better performers, but we'll get into those as we get this opened up. And we have the green Power Wagon this time. Was hoping to get the orange, but they were not in stock at the shop, and they weren't sure when they were going to actually be getting any. So I went ahead and went with the green. Got some stuff going on in here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we have our instruction manual, which Axial is always really good with their instruction manuals. We have batteries for the transmitter, some stickers. Get this open real quick and see what stickers we have in here. Looks like there's some stickers for the truck, as well as some their normal big Axial sticker that they send with it. So you got the big Axial sticker, and there is a card here with QR code for some upgrades. I guess they have some upgrades and support, so it'll take you to the different websites, and some just stickers, Super Swamper sticker or Interco stickers for the tires, some Proline stickers. That has to do with some of the new parts that are going to be on this truck. Let's see what else we got in the bag. We have our accessories package, and charger is in here as well. In here, it's similar to the Jeep Gladiator, where it has a bed rack, rooftop tent, and just a couple of other accessories that go on the rack itself. And then we have, oop, that came out of the bag. And then we have the Spectrum SLT2 transmitter in here. Decent size, can definitely get away with driving it one-handed, but very limited on adjustability and things like that in here. And it looks like it's about it. All right, got it all unpackaged there. So we have nice hard body. Cab and bed are separate, and so are the fenders that go on the bed there. So you have your steps that lead up the cab, but your fenders are separate. The shocks feel like there might be a little bit of oil in there, but I would not expect these to ship with oil in them. But they do have a little bit of dampening. As you can see, the truck doesn't bounce quite as much as a lot of other trucks do out of the box. So we have an opening bed. Slide this up and it pops right out. And then close it, slide it back down again. And it's not a full drop bed, but I'll probably end up painting the inside black here. I'm definitely going to throw the rack on the top for it. But I want to get a test run with it, basically stock as it comes out of the box, before I start putting stuff on or changing things. Have some folding side mirrors here. Have a feeling those will probably get torn off at some point. Some LEDs in the headlights, which is nice. And yeah, that's about it for the outside. Have two figures in there. We have some, looks like maybe some twins in the truck there. Looks like the same driver and passenger. It's still a folding hinged body. Has Velcro on the front. Your interior piece there, which is Lexan, but this is a hard ABS plastic body, which is nice. LEDs are on the body itself, so have your LED wire that runs through all of this, and out the back, which is nice, or yeah, through the back of the hinge piece and everything. Let's see, all Spectrum electronics. I believe this is the same electronics that are in the XC1, except for I believe that one has an extra channel for the 4-wheel steering. It might actually be the same receiver, just a different transmitter. I don't know, I'll have to take a look at that, but yeah, it could be the same receiver. Actually, I have an XC1 sitting right over here. Go ahead and pull that over here. So, it is the 425RX. Yeah, so same receiver that's on the XC1, the AX24. So yeah, they're using a lot of the same electronics. Now it's a Spectrum branded battery, but I'm assuming it's probably the same battery. Same motor and servo that they always have in their SCX24 lineup. A little disappointed in that. Those are some of the weakest points of these trucks. Same normal axles. This is a long wheelbase, although I'm not 100% sure. It might be the same as the Gladiator. I'm not sure. Let me grab a Gladiator. This doesn't have an extended wheelbase, just has different lengths on the Gladiator. And that looks like the same wheelbase. The lengths look the same length. Let me see, did they print it on here? 78 mil. Yep, so same lengths as the Gladiator, which is nice. I'm not showing the Gladiator. So yeah, that's a good thing. That means we already have link options for these. There's tons of options, which is nice. That's definitely going to be an update or an upgrade that goes on here pretty quick. Yeah, let's tear into it a little more. The shocks are a little bit bigger bore. They look like they might actually be a slightly shorter travel than the original SCX24 shocks. In these shocks, the springs, I believe, might be different. Looking at the back has a green. Let's see if I can get this. There's a green color on the spring on the bottom, on the back, and on the front there's actually a red color on the spring. It's not the entire spring, it's just a section of it. So they might be different springs on there. The back does have some spacers in there because these are not adjustable coilovers, which since they went oil shock, it would have been nice to see some adjustable coilovers in there, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and get this battery plugged in and see how this truck feels. I know the AX24, which uses these electronics and the same motor and servo, can feel a little bit jumpy at times. All right, so on the controller, let's run through what we have going on here. We have a steering rate, a steering center. On the back, we have high, medium, low for your throttle, and a steering reverse. Steering, it's the same axles and everything that they've always had, so steering angle is going to be the same. This is a little bit jumpy, kind of like the AX20 or the AX24 is, which would make sense with the same electronics, but it doesn't feel bad. We'll see how it is once it's out on the rocks. But yeah, as you can see, have the lighting in the front there. I do like that it's not so bouncy like a lot of the SCX24s have been in the past. But feels pretty good. Let's run through some of the changes that have been made on these. I don't have a stock SCX24, but I've had plenty stock SCX24s before, so I can kind of pick out the stuff that's different. So the biggest thing, which has already been mentioned, are those oil-filled shocks, which are a nice upgrade to see. A lot of companies are going to oil-filled now on this scale. It's nice to see Axial following with that. Another big thing is going to be the wheels and tires. It is now coming with Pro Line tires. This has the Interco TSL SX Super Swampers. And it comes on some Pro Line bead locks, which is new as well. They're not glued on, so you can actually remove these if you want, throw them on a different set of wheels, because it is a decent set of tires that comes on here, which is nice to have. So right out of the box, you're doing pretty good there. These are, I'm trying to see if it has the size listed on here. Does not have the size. So I'm not 100% sure on the tire size here, but that does look to be slightly larger than what we typically see on an SCX24. Let's see, what do I have over here in my tire racks? I might have some stock tires. Let's see, yeah, so a little bit bigger. These are off of a deadbolt, so a little bit bigger than what comes on the deadbolt. I believe these are off of a deadbolt. So just slightly bigger, not much. They do fit in those wheel wells nice though, and it is not rubbing. I know the back slightly rubs, but it's a very, very minimal rub. Hard body, like I said, similar to how the Bronco was. This feels pretty heavy compared to a lot of other SCX24s, but not terrible. All right, so as you can see with the running video, it definitely performed really well. It was better than pretty much any of the other stock SCX24s that have come out. It is a little jumpy, but it's manageable. It's pretty good at being able to right itself if it tips on its side, which was a nice thing to see, because with these hard bodies, they do tend to be a little top heavy, which makes that a little more difficult, but did pretty good with that. The tires are excellent. I'm really happy with this truck. I already have parts that are going to be going on here. Going to be doing wheels pretty quick. I already have links for it, some suspension links. Believe I have a servo for it as well. And I think my one complaint about it would just be, considering it's a fairly heavy truck, the motor is underpowered for it. I also have a feeling once some a little bit heavier wheels get put on there, it's going to struggle with the servo as well, as most of the SCX24s do once you start putting heavy parts on it. I don't plan on making this super heavy, because my actual plan for this truck is to make it a towing vehicle. I do have the axial trailer coming when it's available at the hobby shop, which they do have them coming. They're just not 100% sure when they're getting them. I'll be picking one of those up as well, and this will be towing one of my other trucks. So this isn't meant to be a super high performance vehicle, but I do want to give it some performance in case I want to take the trailer off and go have some fun on the rocks with it. I'm going to be testing some of my parts out that I already have for the other trucks. I want to make sure that they fit on here, specifically the low center gravity kit. Have another video coming up here shortly with some modifications that are going to be done to it pretty quick, and get some more running video after those mods are done to see how it improved, or maybe it didn't improve performance, but we'll find out. Oh, one of the other things that I noticed when I was that I've missed when I was doing the first look over on this truck, it has inner fenders, which is very nice to see on a stock truck right out of the box, having those inner fenders on there, and they line up with the actual body. So if I wanted to cut the fenders off, it's not on camera, they line up with the body. So if I wanted to take those fenders off, they would actually still work inside there, because they fit in there inside the actual body itself, and the fenders, they don't hang over the fenders. So that'll be pretty cool if I decide to cut those off, which I might do. I'm considering a flatbed for the back. Not 100% sure on that, or even a camper for the back. But I think that would be interesting to see on here, and that would mean actually taking the whole bed off and designing something specific for it. But we'll see. I haven't figured out if I want to go that route or how I want to set everything up. The other thing is it's really going to depend on how that trailer hooks up to the back of these. I'm not 100% sure, because I haven't seen one in person yet. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Hit the like or dislike. If you do dislike it, please let me know why. I'm always curious to know how I can improve these. But thanks for watching.